make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
So what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail: scammer versus truth teller. Usually, the black sheep is actually the truth teller, not the scammer, because people like to hear a beautiful lie. Like I was looking at video online, a upload. A guy was talking about how he didn't go to his father's funeral because his father did him wrong, and how the family was upset at him for not going. And he basically replied by saying, listen, y'all were at the funeral saying a bunch of things about him that was complimentary, knowing it was the opposite. And I didn't see y'all really standing up for me when I was a kid and he was doing all of this crazy stuff. So do you really want me there telling the truth? Because me telling the truth is the reason why, I don't, we don't get along anyways. And in my opinion, um, this happens more than we like to admit. There's a lot going on as far as, excuse me, as far as life when it comes to family dynamics, friends dynamics. And a lot of times people don't like the person who's the truth teller. America doesn't like truth tellers. So, the Bible, they didn't like truth tellers. And to tell the truth does not mean you have to disrespect somebody or throw them under the bus or talk to them sideways. You don't have to do all that. You just got to, call a thing a thing. Say this is what it is. And this is, my point of view on this. And this is why, I'm going this way or that way. But what happens more often than not is people would rather live a lie. And when people want to live a lie, they'll go to extreme measures to do that, especially get rid of the person who's telling the truth. Now, what's shameful about that is you want the person who's telling the truth to come back. It's not like the prodigal son in the Bible was somebody who was rebellious and they left because they wanted to be rebellious. But truth tellers are treated more like Joseph in the Bible, where your brother sold you out. So who's the black sheep? Normally, the truth teller. And nobody cares. Nobody's going to bat an eye if somebody's a quote unquote truth teller. They're not. They're not going to say anything wrong about a person who's a truth teller. They're not, they're going to say a lot of things wrong about a person who's a truth teller, is what I meant to say. But it's sad because instead of understanding that point of view and saying that is true, people go to extreme measures to shun them. So you see a lot of truth tellers that are when people say men need to protect and provide, there are a lot of truth tellers who are unprotected. You got to tell the truth out there. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no renegade talk, as SWP would talk about with the movie reference. So now, what happens when the family needs truth? When the friends need truth? Who you gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters, but who you gonna call? And sometimes you can't call on the person who's not gonna answer. So you can't put people out the pasture and then reel them back in when it's convenient for you. And that's the thing about scammer versus truth teller, because when you're a scammer, but you know what? I know they're bad, but I like them as a person. I know they lie, but it's just they got good qualities. I know they stole from you, but you know what? You gotta forgive. If you was them, you would do the same thing. There's this push to be understanding of a scammer. you know, and people rally around the scammers, the liars, the users, the manipulators, because it's a human experience. And it kind of slaps truth in the face, because what you're saying is it's more human to be a liar than honest. So you can relate to lying more than you can honesty, because it's too divine for us in this mere form or whatever. And for me, it's like, man, y'all gonna keep pushing this envelope and realize, you know, black sheeps aren't that upset after a while, because what you do is you picked your team and you got to ride with your team until the wheels fall off. And when the wheels fall off, there is no truth teller to run to, none. And if they're doing good, your number's blocked. And if you need help, if your kids need help, people get mad at that. But when I say truth scammers versus truth tellers, too many people gravitate to scammers, and it's just a bad look in my opinion. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.